Two back-to-back collapses have thrown the NFC's most exciting team into question. Just when it looked like Detroit was finally on its way, the ground gave out. Key names left, new voices arrived, and an internal shakeup began to shift everything, including how this team wins games. But there's one figure still holding it all together, and another who might just be the hidden key to a real turnaround. Hit that like button because the latest out of Detroit is about to stir things up. 2 years ago, the Lions were one breath away from paradise. They were playing the NFC title game against the 49ers, up by 3 scores at Levi's Stadium, and it felt like the franchise curse was finally about to break. But then, everything went wrong. San Francisco mounted a comeback, the Super Bowl dream vanished, and Detroit went home heartbroken. The following season, they didn't just bounce back, they steamrolled the competition. 15 wins, only 2 losses, and the NFC's #1 seed locked up. But then came another cold slap of reality. At home, they got rocked by breakout rookie Jaden Daniels and the Commanders, who ruined yet another celebration for a team that looked ready to make history. Now, what was supposed to be the start of a golden era risks turning into a painful what if. The Lions lost both coordinators. Ben Johnson took over the Bears, and Aaron Glenn went into the chaos of the Jets. Worse, they took a crew of assistants with them, leaving Detroit with a massive coaching void at the worst possible time. But don't panic just yet, there's still a thread of hope in this mess. On the best podcast available, Fox Sports' Carmen Vitale laid it out. Yes, they lost a lot of good people, but they tried to preserve what they could. The smartest move was promoting Kelvin Shepard to defensive coordinator. The players are already bought in. The locker room is his. That makes a big difference. And the front office played it smart in the draft. They brought in Tyleik Williams, a beast against the run, who'll free up Aiden Hutchinson to cause more havoc. The defense, which struggled with injuries and depth last year, looks more solid now. And let's not forget Dan Campbell. He's the heart and soul of this team. As long as he's there, the Lions will keep believing. The culture is set, the roster is still strong, and the leadership group remains intact. The big question now is, will that be enough? With the NFC North tighter than ever, the Lions will have to figure things out without the minds that helped build this puzzle. If Campbell keeps the fire burning and the new coaches click, Detroit can still dream. But if they stumble, this window that barely opened could slam shut faster than anyone expected. Without their top coordinators, can the Lions maintain their level? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because the real story behind the lack of sacks might surprise you. A lot of people on X, formerly Twitter for those stuck in 2022, are freaking out because the Lions apparently aren't racking up sacks like they're supposed to. The complaint? Where are the sacks, bro? But if you look beyond the raw stat line, you'll see Detroit's defense is actually playing some damn good football, just in a different way. Last year, that defense ranked top 5 in total yards allowed and gave up just 17 passing touchdowns, the second lowest in the NFL. And here's the kicker. They were ranked 2nd in defensive DVOA down the stretch. That doesn't happen by accident. That's consistency, even without a flood of sacks on the stat sheet. Dan Campbell has made his philosophy clear. Sacks are cool, sure, but what really matters is pressure. If the opposing quarterback is under fire, can't step up in the pocket, is throwing off balance, missing targets, or coughing up the ball, mission accomplished. For Campbell, that kind of controlled chaos is even more valuable than a single flashy sack. And in 2024, Detroit delivered a whole lot of that chaos. They ranked 3rd in total pressures with 179. That means they were constantly in the quarterback's face, breaking his rhythm, messing with his mechanics, and forcing bad decisions, exactly what a good defense should do. Now sure, the sacks didn't come like people hoped, but there's a reason: injuries. And not just small ones, it was practically a physical apocalypse. Half the defensive line spent more time with the medical staff than on the field. But in 2025, they're coming back. Aiden Hutchinson is healthy, Marcus Davenport returns, Levi Onwuzurike, Josh Paschal, and they added Ahmed Hassanin, who ranked 4th in the nation in total pressures last season. So chill out with the sack panic, they'll come as a result of the pressure. What really matters is that opposing offenses are uncomfortable, making more mistakes, and scoring less. And if that continues, the Lions will keep winning games. Even if the sack numbers don't wow anyone on Red Zone, Detroit is at a critical crossroads. Strong roster, built culture, but major coaching turnover. If the pressure keeps working, the sacks will follow. If not, the window could close. Subscribe to the channel and stick with us.